Good morning. It's August 26th, Tuesday at 6:45, and me and Electrolyte over there are camped at Miller Lake Campground near Chemolt, Oregon. Last time I said Chemolt, California. That was wrong. I spent too much time in California, folks. It got a little chilly last night. I'm not gonna lie. Little tad bit tiny weeny chilly. I'm also not wearing any warm layers, so maybe that had something to do with it. Shout out to Roaming Rainbow on Instagram because I used his trick last night. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, it's almost 7. I'm gonna get up soon and start making our way to Chemolt. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Two Time Tuesday. It's Tap Out Tuesday. It's 2-2 Tuesday. So if you like tacos, get yourself some tacos today. If you do anything once, maybe do it twice a day. Treat yourself. It's Tap Out Tuesday, so go hard till you have to tap out. And you could also call it 2-2 Tuesday. So ladies, wear a snazzy tutu. Guys, if you want to wear a snazzy tutu as well, you do you. I think it's time to take a crack at it. Like a crack addict. Haven't used that one in a while. Weather looks decent. Looks like it's gonna shape up to be a nice day. Shout out Stephanie for the Pike Place roast. Shout out. Nice looking pitchy light. Shout out Durston. Shout out. My pitch is pretty good too. Getting pretty good at pitching this song gun. But as you can see, the delamination right here on the stitching on top of my Z-Packs duplex.
So how do y'all clean the gunk out of the little tubey things? Like y'all was having to clean the down tubes and all that?
Sticks and water, and you scrape it and blow it out. And
I think with this though, ISO would actually be able to get it clean. Like this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you shook it good, you could probably get it decent enough with the ISO. But I think that's a piece where it's just always going to be like, at least in here, is going to be a little bit dirty, just kind of at all times.
the cool thing about silicone is it cleans really well. It'll come totally clean.
It's soft enough you could squish it and make the stuff come out.
No, you can use rubbing alcohol. You use rubbing alcohol and a little bit of coarse salt in there and shake it up, and the alcohol will get everything off there, and then you just rinse it out. Like same thing with that bolt piece. That bolt piece will come totally clean. You just put it in a Ziploc bag with some rubbing alcohol and salt,
and it looks brand
shake
new.
it up, and it gets it all off there. The alcohol cuts through all the oils and resins, and then the salt acts as a scrubbing agent. And so you can get it totally clean.
And with the silicone being so soft too, it's like the shit just doesn't stick to it the same it does like the plastic or even glass. Because even with like with the bolt piece is small enough. It's like once you just let it soak, you can just take a paper towel and boom, things crystal clean. And but like if you had like a glass bong, it's like if that thing's dirty, you can be shaking that shit for a hot minute before you actually get it clean. And like even with my pipe, I don't even gotta use silicone. I can just get it wet.
All right, there's the sun. It's just now 8 o'clock, and we're about to leave Miller Lake Campground, head towards Chemolt, which is 9 miles away, and proceed to get to Shelter Cove. So
There's been no cars in the parking lot, even though there's a couple people who've been up the hill camping in what looks like maybe cabins. So we'll see. We're going to obviously try and hitch if we can. But otherwise, I mean, 9 miles isn't much. And, I mean, it's just getting around fire closure. So ultimately, I think the mileage will end up being less for us on foot than if we were on trail. But also, we're going to hitch up to Shelter Cove, and we'll be in a place, getting to Chemolt, we'll be at a place where we'll be in a hitchable spot sooner than...
It'll be a good spot.
Yeah, there's a pilot there, praise God. And yeah, so getting to, I think we'll be able to get to Shelter Cove quicker overall than had we gone forward on trail to Wendigo Pass, which still would have been like 12 miles from where we would have camped last night. Coyotes. One of them sounds big.
I know, I was like, the fuck am I hearing, bro?
It was kind of chilly last night. I'm in socks.
It was mad chilly.
Yeah, I mean, we are in a valley by a big ass lake, so that might have something to play with it too. But I mean, it is a reminder that, you know, summer's coming to a close, man. It's quicker than we expect. So
It's almost September, bro.
well, here we are on another road walk. And if there's one thing that we're good at by now, it's road walking, man. Gosh, we've knocked out about 4.5 miles. Still got about 5.5 miles to go. The local town, Chemolt, they've got a pilot, they've got a Chevron, they've got a post office, they've got stuff and places we need to be to get done what we need to do. So the road walking, man, it's never not monotonous. A lot of the time we're just, we'll banter and talk, but a lot of the time we're just hunkering down on the long stretches to get it over with. And 9 miles is 9 miles. It's really light work. It's a brisk morning stroll for us at this point. Like I've said before, I've heard legends of people having 20-mile road walks, especially during fire season, which we're neck deep in right now. I want to say a huge shout out to Ed Pagan or Ed Pagan. Look, dude, I never asked you how to pronounce your name. You can find him on big shout out to Pagan Wayfarer on YouTube. Huge shout out to Pagan Wayfarer. Dude, I hope you healed up and I hope you've gotten some miles in. But thank you so much for your support, bro. It means a lot. I'm going to keep walking, dude. Pagan Wayfarer has been a subscriber since before I even set foot on trail. So, dude, you're a real one, man. And that just goes to show, man, someone like me and someone like Pagan, we can get along, man. We can be chill. It can all be cool. Folks need to get over your differences, man. Accept each other for who you are and find common ground in brotherly and sisterly love. Easier said than done. You got to be a real ignoramus to not be able to achieve that. So that goes out to all my haters. Shout out my haters. I got Alzheimer's when it comes to you guys. I hear you, then forget you. Let's see. We got a recent comment on one of my videos. And I've actually got a couple of comments that I'm flattered as hell to receive, because it's individuals asking, man, or stating like, man, this channel does not have enough recognition, or this channel should be so much bigger, this, that. And it's like, well, there's a few things that I'm not doing that could probably grow the channel quite a bit more. Also, I'm sorry if I have crumbs in my face or in my teeth. I just ate some crackers, some cheesy crackers that were crumbed all up from my pocket in my hip pouch. But there's a few things I'm not doing that would probably boost followers. I don't spruce up my thumbnails with, the PCT logo. and, you know, day 121 or whatever. I don't use, you know, eye-catching thumbnails like Kyle Goes Hiking, for instance. Shout out Kyle Goes Hiking, shout out. We love Kyle Goes Hiking. But, you know, those are little moves you can use, little tricks of the trade that can get you some more followers. But I think one of the probably bigger factors in it is that my content is not really made for children. You know, there's cussing, there's beer drinking, there's pot smoking, there's, you know, in-depth topics that are really not made for children, man. It's adult stuff. And when I upload videos, it gives me an option to select, is this video made for children? And I select no, because there's certain topics, I mean, you know, let's say the typical, you know, PG-13 or R-rated factors, such as, you know, smoking pot and cussing. Those are adult things, man. You know, even just someone drinking a beer, that's an adult subject, not a children's topic. And it's up to the discretion of parents if they want to let their children would see those things. I'm sure these days kids are seeing just the most heinous, disgusting things on the internet with, you know, at their parents' ignorance. But still, I don't want to put it out there and let it be easily accessible for kids. So there's that. Yeah, you know, a lot of people, you know, they want to see the floof. They want to see the fluff. And there's not a lot of that, you know, out here on my channel. You know, there's not a bunch of cool dramatic cutscenes, you know, there's not, I'm not a pretty girl, you know, shaking that onion out here. I'm a dude, who's, you know, not with an iPhone. You know, there's dudes out here carrying full-blown camera setups doing their videos, and, you know, shout out to all of them. Shout out to everyone else YouTubing. It is hard work, man. It really is. The commitment is daunting, and there's times when you just don't want to pull out the camera and start filming, and you have to if you want to, like, really share the experience with people out there who can't or might never be able to experience it. Let's see, what are we at? A little over 1,800 miles in Bedrocks. Shout out Bedrocks. I'm not sponsored. Shout out to the crew at Bedrocks. They're really, really good people. But I don't think they'd ever sponsor me, because I don't think that I'm the kind of representation they want for their brand, even though I'll get gnarly in their footwear. Gnarlier to the point where I haven't done the whole trail in one pair. I've worn 3 separate pairs because I'm wearing them out. I'm you know, wearing down the tread. That's gonna happen naturally, but I'm literally breaking these sandals, man. And you know, I've had comments from the folks at Bedrock that are like, yeah, you know, the damage you're explaining with your pair of sandals, we've never seen it before. So luckily I got a couple pairs covered under warranty that they replaced. I really can't say enough good things about their customer service and their product. In all honesty, I probably sold like a dozen pairs of their sandals out here, man, just from, you know, witnessing to other people like how dope they are. But yes, you know, there's a few other homies out here who are doing some miles in sandals, some of them many. Shout out my homie Wrecking Ball, and who he hikes in Lunas. But there's been a few hikers out here in sandals that switched to closed-toe shoes for the Sierras. Well, I didn't do that, man, and I'm not bragging, because it hasn't been easy, man. It's not been easy, not in the least. I haven't had a single blister all trail. Had a couple hot spots and a couple chafe spots on my straps, but that's just natural occurrence. Otherwise, yeah. So So yeah, health update. I don't really have any health updates, man. Like, my IT band has been chill ever since I found out the work I need to do to keep it legit back at Cajon Pass. I roll my ankles from time to time because I have weak ankles. I think I'd roll my ankles a lot more if I wasn't in sandals. My feet are healthy as far as calluses and the like. I've been staying pretty consistent with doing my daily push-ups to keep my shoulders strong and my collarbones protected. My pack repair on my ULA Catalyst is holding up quite well, and digestive tract has been doing good. I've cut out a lot of dairy. If dairy comes in something, then so be it. But non-fat dry milk and cheeses and butters, those don't have a lot of those going in my system, and I think those were giving me some grief. Yeah, that's about it. Haven't had a sunburn in forever. Even though there is days where I feel it from the sun exposure, because there's some days where it's just unavoidable. Yeah, other than that, going strong. So, several more miles into Chemolt. This boy eating mustard and mayonnaise for breakfast. Look at him. Oh, Lord. He learned from Loopy. We got a hitch. Well, that was sick. We still had way longer to walk than any of us wanted to. So, shout out to that lady for picking us up, getting us to the highway. About to get some food, and then gonna ride out of here up to Shelter Cove. What a day. It's just about noon. We're all at Pilot right now in Chemolt, and we've been here for a couple hours just charging our stuff, getting our daily doom scroll on, and yeah, gonna take off out of here pretty soon and get up to Shelter Cove. That's really all there is to say. This is like, you're looking at the highlight of Pacific Crest Trail through hiking, is sitting on your arse behind a truck stop gas station, charging electronics, eating sunflower seeds, and preparing to hitchhike. So we can't really do, squat until our stuff's charged. And yeah, this is the view. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it love? Don't you want to come through hiking, folks? Don't you want to come through hiking? Oh man. Shout out Todd. Todd is a viewer on YouTube that subscribed. Reached out to me on YouTube and on Instagram. Had some questions about through hiking, and sent some love. And yeah, had a great conversation with him on Instagram today. Todd, you got this, bro. Really would love to come to Santa Clara and try your pizza sometime, dude. Yeah, man, just Also, shout out Jack. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. That helped grab some supplies at the stop. And thanks for watching, man. You know, just trying to keep it going. Keep it going. Keep from losing our heads. Keep from losing my head. It's just about 4 o'clock. Let's see how this hitch goes. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock, August 26th, and we just got a hitch from none other than the stepfather of the one and only Jolly from Jolly Gear. So that was amazing. Frito, thank you so much, dude. We just, words can't even. Words can't even. And here we are at another Pacific Crest trailhead. And you know what's weird about these is it feels like you're in a video game and you just spawn into some random location where it's like, what the, like, where are we? This is really the Pacific Crest Trail? Like, what the? So we are just north of Shelter Cove by a half mile, stone's throw, and yeah. So I don't remember what these are. My mom probably knows, but they're paired up. Look at them.
What up, homie?
Look at them. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Trying to vibe the camera. Trying to vibe the camera. You're not going to go far, love. I don't know what those are. They look like wrens. I want to say wrens.
You know hiking what?
This is the trail right after the trailhead. Horse hitching. Pretty fresh, actually. Later parking lot. Bye. Nice and cruisy. Always nice and cruisy. And then it turns foul ASAP. What do we have here? I guess it's that way.
That way?
Yeah. I guess so, because that's the way to fucking Maiden Lakes, or Rosary Lakes. 3.5.
Check far out.
Check far out.
2.7.
2.7? All right, 2.7.
Well, there should be.
I got fresh legs, so I'm able to keep up with the mongoose. The goose. Goose is loose. It's only 2.5 miles to water to a lake from the trailhead, and I'm thinking this might be the hill that we have to climb up to get over to it. 7:30. We've made it to Rosary Lake. Beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. A little woody. So maybe not too swimmable, but there's crawfish up in this lake, and we are we're vibing right now. We just ran into Function and Juice Bomb, and that was sick. So shout out Function and Juice Bomb from Canada. Yeah, exchanged a lot of information about fire season. I'm looking for crawfish right now. We're gonna make camp here, but I need crawfish. I also don't really want to get that wet right now.
Yeah, but
Look at this little bastard.
He just gets you.
Dang.
he got me a while ago when I grabbed him.
Oh.
Now I'm scared.
There he goes.
Electrolytes got lobster in his ramen tonight. Oh my goodness. Look at this little bastard. Cheers, a fatty. Wow.